Hi, friends. How are you? Oh, I see I need to turn a few more things off. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, that's not what I need to do. Okay. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to mystery stamping number 100. We have come up with 100 different ways to make a card or project so far. Most of them were cards, but not all of them were cards. There were a few gift holders and this, that, and the other. Hi, Anna. How are you this evening? Um, but 100. This is I never thought we'd get this far. I thought I'd maybe find 20 and then we just have to keep reusing those, but I still find more. Anyway, 100. That's what you're going to hear a lot tonight because I'm amazed and I'm impressed with us that we have done this that long. Yes, there are several that we have gone back and redone with new paper and new products, but this is the 100th different card recipe. And tonight you get a bonus. So I won't tell you the bonus until you figure it out. Maybe you figured it out when you saw the clues. I don't know. When you saw the case number 100. Clue number 1 was the giveaway. Anyhow, let me get my other camera going and we can get this. All right. The Tractor and Company mystery craft box was supposed to close today. Registration was supposed to close today, but I had so much fun this past weekend at my birthday party with my family and friends. I was out of town for the whole weekend, and part of it I didn't know about, but it was so much fun. Anyway, I didn't have time to do a lot of extra stuff with my Tractor and Company mystery craft box. So I am extending the deadline to Thursday, September 4th. There is the QR code if you'd like to scan it with your phone, or just go to craftwithcheryl.com and you can register there. You know, Anna, I don't know where everyone is. It's the same night. So unless they're thinking it's a Monday, because after these 3-day holidays, sometimes Tuesday feels like it's Monday. So some of our people might be having a Monday, Tuesday. So that's okay. They can catch up and watch anytime they want. So that's the mystery craft box. In this, you'll get all the supplies to make 6 projects, plus there'll be some little treat box gifts kind of thing. And you'll also get about $25 worth of Stampin' Up! Product. The dies and stamps are not included, and you probably will need them to complete the projects. But if you are on my email or on Facebook, I have put some sneak peeks of some projects that are going to be a part of it. So the other thing that we're doing right now is registering for Stampin' Cross Country. That registration closes on, I didn't even put that on here. Anyway, early bird closes on the 9th. That calendar is still August. So I think early bird closes on the 9th. So here is the QR code, or just go to craftwithcheryl.com and you can register for either or both. Or there's other kind of links too. But that event is October 24th, 25th. Barb Brimhall is joining. Cindy Wild, Marcy Daniels, Marion Dornan, and myself. So there's going to be 5 presenters. So anyway, tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow, these 2 publications, these 2 offers begin. I can't show you the inside until tomorrow. So depending on how my ducks line up tomorrow, I might pop in and do a catalog tour tomorrow. So that could be fun. Anyway, this is the online exclusive product list, and I can't show you the inside of that. And this is the September to December mini catalog, and I can't show you the inside of this. I'll show you the outside, but I will show it to you either tomorrow or maybe on Thursday. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow, but I don't know what's happening tomorrow. We're still harvesting. So, all right. I think there's just going to be 3 of us tonight. It looks like I tried to be kind of long-winded on that, but people might catch up because I don't have my papers cut. That's just the way the cookie crumbled today. So you get to see me cut my papers, but if you cut your papers, you know they're not hard. So look at this, case 100. If you are not on my Facebook, which is where I put this, there is a quick opportunity for you to catch a screenshot. Otherwise, I will put it at the end. So I'm going to use Cloud Cover and Secret Sea, and I'm going to use the Boho Vibes. So let's go ahead and cut some paper. You do need your trimmer. It says right there, trimmer. So trimmer is a part of this. So I figured, if I'm cutting some paper, I may as well cut a whole bunch of papers. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut 4.5 by 11 and score at 5.5. And we're going to do 4 of those. So that was your clue. This isn't just 1 card. This is 4. I figured I needed to find something fancy for number 100. So we're going to do 4 cards at the same time. So when I'm doing this, I like to score once. So I'm scoring at 5 1/4. Spin it. Cut at 4 1/4. And then I have 2 card bases completed with score lines. Same thing with the next one. And you might already have this done. I did not get this done. I took my granddaughter to town to pick up my great niece, and we went to the park for a while and went and had ice cream and had to grab groceries, and that was all after school. So that's what happened there. Be sure to say hello, like, comment, share, all those fun things that you get to do to help those of us who make these videos for you out. All right, so I've got cardstock A, 4 1/4 by 11, score at 5.5 and cut 4. I got that one done. Cardstock B, I am using Cloud Cover, and I need, the first one is going to be 3 1/4 by 4.5. So 3 1/4 by 4.5. I'm going to go this, okay. 4.5. And 3 1/4. All right. So there's one. Now I need 3.5 by 3.5. 3.5 by 3.5. There's that one. Next, I need 3.5 by 3 1/4. I'm going to go this way. Actually, I'm going to do the next one. 5.5 by 1 5/8. I want to make sure I have enough to do this, no matter how I cut it. All right. I'd have been fine. It's just my brain. Sometimes my brain thinks, some of these numbers should be bigger. Hi, Deb. Happy 100. Awesome. Yes, happy 100. Thank you, Anna. Anna shared. That is awesome. All right. And let's see here. So I got that one, and then I need to do one more. 3 1/4 by 3.5. All right. 3 1/4 by 3.5. All right. And then I need a 6 by 6 piece of designer series paper. That should have been your clue that we're doing 4 card bases, and I only had you grab one piece of designer series paper. And then some some dies for some sentiments, stamps, and trimmer. All right. Are you ready? All right, here goes. We're going to cut this together. We are doing a one sheet wonder. So this piece is going to be cut into a 3-inch strip. And make it so that your paper, this is my paper, my cards are going to be portrait style. So I don't want to cut it this way if I don't want, that's the way I want my lines to go. So portrait style. I'm cutting this one at 3. And then I'm going to cut 3 1-inch pieces off the bottom. 1, 2, and 3. So far I've cut my 6x6 piece of paper into a 3x3 square and 3 3x1-inch rectangles. Okay. So those are those pieces. The next one I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this into 1.5 to 1.5-inch strips. This 1.5-inch strip, I'm going to cut into 1.5-inch squares. So these are 1.5 by 1.5. So those are 1.5 by 1.5. All right. And the last one is this piece, and this is going to stay 1.5, but we're going to trim off 1/2 inch. So do I want to get rid of the pink? Or do I want to get rid of the blue? I'd rather get rid of the pink. Because, or here, let's do this. Let's cut a little bit off here. And a little bit off here. And then I lost the partial chunks, but kept the full stripes. Just hit my finger. So then you just have, this is all you have left from your 6x6 piece of paper. And since I cut it into 2, all right, I think we're done with the trimmer for a minute. Let me reassemble my 6x6 sheet of paper in case you're joining me late. So I have these pieces. A 3x3, 1x3s, 1.5 by 1.5, 1.5 by 5.5, and that is your 6x6 square. Your 6x6 piece of designer series paper. All right, we're going to set these aside. And we're going to grab the large 3x3 square. And just a second. Oh dear. Oh dear. I know I had those saved. Let me see. I could probably wing it, but that wasn't the plan. The plan wasn't to wing it. Let me check here. So how's everyone doing tonight? What did you do for your big, maybe it wasn't a big, what did you do for your Labor Day weekend? Did you work? Did you have company? Did you celebrate a birthday like I did? I found my pieces that I was missing. I just forgot to transfer them into photos. So they're not showing up in my photos, just my little guide. This originally was demonstrated by I can tell you in just a second. Anne Hubner. I borrowed this from her. All right. So now I'm ready. Okay, so we need this piece and we need the 3 1/4 by 4.5 piece. We're going to lay that down. This is going to go on top of it, just like that. Before we put it there, we're going to stamp here. So what shall we stamp? I'm going to use the tags of thanks on this one. I'm going to do so lucky to know you because I have a wide enough space down here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and use Secret C. You use what you have. All right. So I'm going to put this kind of over to the side, but down. And I'm almost off camera. I need to make some adjustments. So lucky to know you. Ooh, look how crisp and clean that's stamped. Yay, me. That was awesome. All right, so lucky to know you. I think I'm going to put the blue down or the Secret C down towards that. Let me make some adjustment with my camera so that when I'm stamping, you're not wondering why I'm off the screen. So we're going to glue this on here. Boy, that really washes that out. My lights. Celebrated a 6-year-old granddaughter's birthday. Good for you, Deb. I hope she had as much fun with her birthday as I did with mine. I got to get together with close to 50 of my friends and family members, and we had a party, but we spent most of the weekend together just being together, which is awesome. And I really, really appreciated all the effort that went into it. My family is the best. All right, I was going to grab a ribbon. I don't know if I have this color ribbon. What color is this? Cloud cover. I have this color ribbon. What other color did I get? So you can bling yours up if you want. So I'm going to lay this and go across the bottom here. Like so. I know it's upside down. That's the way my brain works when I'm wrapping. That's a wrap. All right. So on this, I'm going to grab. There it is. It had gotten tossed aside. All right. So right about there, I'm going to do a strip. Same thing over here. Now on this side, I don't want to cover up that blue, but if I cover up that maroon, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Or not maroon, Cajun craze. So I'm just lining it up, and then I have the sticky back here and tack. There you go. See? I had the tack. I just got to tack it down. Ooh, I'm starting to get feathers on my cardstock. That must mean it is time for a new blade. Then I'm going to take this piece and I just cut a smaller piece, and it's going to make it look like I wrapped it all around and then tied it. But we all know that that's not what I'm doing. It's a faux tie. And it's much easier than trying to make it look Good. That almost looks like a bow tie. A faux tie and a bow tie. And now we're going to put it on one of our card bases. And this is card number 1. Mystery stamping, and we're making 4 cards tonight. That's how you do it for number 100. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to get more dimensionals out. So I might have to leave you, or maybe I'll get lucky and find some on my table. I'm not leaving you. I just have to sneak out to the hall where I have a drawer and a dresser that I keep all my adhesives, because this is done. Done, 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 done. If you join me late, which is totally fine, join me whenever you can. I have extended the deadline for the Tractor and Company class to Thursday to sign up because of being gone all weekend. My ducks are not where they need to be to close that registration. I do have a limited number, so if they sell out before Thursday, that's when the registration will close. So there is card number 1. And we'll set it aside. And then card number 2, we will do, here's our card base. I need the 3 1/4, no, 3 1/4 by 3 1/2 piece? No. Nope. I need the 3 1/2 by 3 1/2 square. 3 1/2 by 3 1/2 square. And then I'm going to grab these 4 squares and we're going to put them on here. Now, before we do that, we need to decide, do we want them all going the same direction? Or do we want them cattywampus? How do we want to make them? Yours probably aren't stripes. So I don't know. There's one way I could do mine. Or I could just make them look like a window that is a little chopped up because they're the same kind of color scheme. I don't like that as well. I could keep the stripes going the same way and just alternate the patterns. I also have the back I could use. So if your back matches, you could just flip a couple over and use the back. All right, I'm going to go back to the way I had it a minute ago and kind of have it so this runs off the page, this runs off the page, that runs off the page. That one I'm going to flip around. That's what I'm going for. Okay. So I'm going to just tack these down and try to give it that same little border that we usually use up in the corner. And like I said, I tacked it down with this. I didn't glue it down with I did not glue it down. Try to give it that same margin. Then I can pick it up and move it if I need to. All right, I'm just going to go here. Come on, seal. What's the deal? Maybe I don't hold it correctly. I don't know. So now this one, I'll line up with this edge. Try to get it right. And then this one, I'll try to get both my edges right. There we go. All right, now that I have them where I want them, if I have any sticky outies, sticky uppies. And I may not. Okay. That one is, I haven't decided if I like this one yet. I'm sure I'll have a favorite card out of the bunch. All right, there's my card base. Fold it. Score it. This is going to go on here. All right. And I said to grab a couple tags. I'm going to grab a couple. I'm going to grab one out of here. Ooh, do we dare put a circle in the middle of them? I almost like that. But we could also do something down here. Could do a square. That could even fill in as one of them if you wanted to do it ever that way. Well, that would be cool. I think I'm going to stick with rectangle-ish shape. I didn't want to put that down until I knew what I was doing. I could do that one. I think keeping edges. Oh, there we go. Because that's got a little texture. Okay, that's what I'm going for. And how about you made my whole day? I have a whole bunch of thank yous to send after my birthday party. This is from the textured tags bundle. That's what this tag is from. And I'm just going to stamp again with Secret Sea. It's like black, but it's got a blue hint to it. It's just gorgeous. There we go. Nice and crisp. All right, now to jazz this one up. You made my whole day. That almost looks like a quilt. I don't know that I want to put any ribbon on there. All right, so I need to find some more dimensionals. I have sheets of dimensionals. I have dark dimensionals. Well, maybe I'll just use a few of those. These are our black dimensionals. They are sold in a multi-pack. They are great for dark cardstock. Perfect for like Halloween projects or scrapbooking projects that use darker paper that you don't want any hint of white showing through. All right. There we go. Get it going the way you want it. Eyeball it. Plunk. Now, maybe I want to put a piece of, I had an aha. Hi, Nancy. Just got back from a card class. I hope everyone's doing great. We are doing well. I missed your coming in. Welcome, welcome. We are making, for our 100th mystery stamping recipe project thing, we are making 4 cards. We are doing a one-sheet wonder with 6x6 paper. And this is card number 2. So what do you think? Do I put the ribbon? I don't like it. Okay, we're going to do it. I don't think I'm going to tuck it behind. I think I'm just going to go across. And let it just lay. All right. I'm going to grab my other. I'm going to grab this Stamp and Seal Plus. It's not wanting to stick on that. So let's use some glue dots. When in doubt, grab a dot. Grab my take your pick tool. And we'll put one there. And there. Oops. We had a rollover. I was using these the other day and I flicked one off and it hit my face. I was like, oh my word. I still have the one on the ceiling. It'll never come down because I have that old, I don't know what you call it. Those old ceiling tiles. So they're like, they're really fibrous. And so anytime I try to pull it off, I get a lot of fibers. Thank you. Yes, this is card number 2, and we'll get card number 3 and 4 done in a moment. All right, I'm going to go ahead and trim this one this way. And then they're going opposite directions. This has got a little bit more of, I don't want to keep whittling away on it. This one needs less of an angle. That would be easier to fix. There. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to put it down. There we go. And we're going to use some of those dimensionals. Actually, I have. Ooh! See? The dimensional fairies heard me and sent me a brand new sheet. Don't ask me why I didn't see these a minute ago, but that is just fine. They came through in a pinch. Gotta love those dimensional fairies. All right. And we're almost done with card number 2. I've extended the deadline, Nancy, for the tractor class. I think you already talked to me about that, though. And the catalog goes live tomorrow. I'm ready to order some more stuff because we have a limit. Demonstrators have a limit. We've been able to order a lot of it, but we can't have a lot of it. We can have some of it. We can't have a lot of it. So I need some more of this and some more of that. I need to order for Stampin' Cross Country and all that. So there's card number 2. All right, Nancy, here, I'll give you a peek of the card number 1. Card number 2. Let's move on to card number 3. Card number 3. Let me pull up my cheat sheet. Oh, I am using the wrong finger. So we should have one that is a square, but it's not a square. So this is the one that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/2. So we're going to put this down, and we want the 3 1/2 to be going this way. So this is the longest edge. This is 3 1/4. Three 1/4, and then this is the 3 1/2. All right, just in case. I wanted a visual for you and to double check me. Now, don't let me spin this card. We're going to use these 3 these 3 pieces. These are the ones that were 3 inches by 1 inch. And my table. I don't notice my table until. All right, I think I might try to just put my stripes back together. This one. I don't know if I like that though. Boy, my light is really obnoxious on here tonight. It's just washing you out. You know what? This light has levels. Is that a little better? Not really. Ooh, somebody loved this. Thank you for the love. Or I could mix them up. I think I like it the way it was intended. But I am going to flip it around. I'm going to put the light color at the top. Down, down. All right. So I'm going to tack this again. I'm going to tack it just with a little bit of stamp seal. This is going to get, boy, I've got adhesive everywhere. The same border as, I'll just kind of anchor it. Do one end. Get it just right. That's just tacked down. And then do the other end. Just a little. Do the other. And then you can put the middle piece in the middle. Sometimes if I start at one end and try to build up, then I end up with a big gap at the top or something. Nancy asked what designer series paper I'm using. I'm using Boho Vibes. It's this little 6x6 pack that is so fun. And I got to thinking today on my way back from town with my little daughter-in-law, who was not my little daughter-in-law, my little granddaughter, who was very tired. What haven't I used yet? I haven't used this set yet. So it's rainbows and stuff, but it's kind of got a fall feel. I mean, who's ready for fall? I think I'm ready for fall. My husband is ready for harvest to be over, but we probably have at least another 10 days before we'll have everything cut. And that's if everything goes well. All right, so now if you look at this closely, does it look like I need to alter anything? I think I got it. So if that's the case, remember I just tacked these down. I'm going to put a blob. A little blob. And a little blob. All right. And class this week will be on Thursday unless something changes with harvest. And then I'm going to pick this last one up. And smush. Ready for fall. I like the routines of fall. I like the temperatures of fall. Today we have, it's cloudy out there, but the Canadian smoke, the smoke from the Canadian fires has entered our neighborhood and it's just yucky out. So, all right, now we need one of our card bases. And On this one, if your card base is light enough, you're going to stamp on it, but I chose a dark one. That means you might need 3 tags. You're going to need 3 tags. So I'm going to grab another one out of my, that's kind of a big one, out of my bag of tricks here. Use a circle. Why not? I think this one says thank you. I said I need lots of thank yous. I have so many people to thank for this weekend. It was awesome. Awesome, awesome. And where is that beautiful secret key? How crisp that is. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so then we can put this on here wherever we would like. Yes, I am going to definitely have to change the blade on my trimmer. I'm getting all these little hairs, those little feathers. Fibers. Fibers are the right word, Cheryl. Fibers. I had that really good sheet of, there we go. All right. Kind of tired though. It's probably the smoke. I'm sure filtering smoke out of your lungs is probably hard on your body. I know it's hard on your body. Probably better that we didn't stay very long at the park today. My little grand girl and my little great niece. It was kind of like another grand girl. All right. There's that one. And then, thank you. I am going to have that hanging over, so I don't need it of, I'm going to put a couple, but I don't want it to, a lot for that little circle. But I don't want it, I want it to be stuck, but not, I don't want any up there. So I think I did it right. There. Okay. What can we use to jazz this one up? I have some embellishments. Oh, maybe that would work. That are the right colors. I might have more. Those are new. They're coming out in the new catalog that starts tomorrow. If things go right, I might do a live video tomorrow and do a catalog tour. Sometimes if I try to squeeze them in during a class, it just gets too long. So I thought I might just do it separately. So if you see I'm live tomorrow in the afternoon, that's what it will be. I will give a heads up. I will try to put some kind of information out. But we know I have to go to town around noon. And we'll see how the rest of the day goes. All right. These are the great colors. There's Darling Duckling. Maybe we'll pull some Darling Duckling out. There we have it. Card number 3. And the grand finale card, also known as use whatever pieces you have left. Uh-oh, oh, there it is. Okay, so these are the pieces you should have left, and you should have one. We'll need an extra die also. So go ahead and fold this and score it. My cards will all need inside pieces as well. Yours may or may not, depending on what color you chose for your background. This piece is going to get layered on to this piece. It's just going to have a little bit of a hint of an arrow if I cut that right. I was supposed to cut it at, yep, 1.5, and this is 1 5/8. Is that right? Yep. So it's a smidgen. It just has a smidgen border on the edges, but not top and bottom. All right, just a smidgen border. So for smidgen borders, I'm going to use my runny glue. And get it down. And wiggle, wiggle, wiggle until I get my smidgens even. There we go. This is going to go wherever you want it. It should be the same length as your card. If it's not quite there, you could always trim a little off later. All right, let's go ahead and put some dimensionals on this. This actually would be a perfect one to do an end piece. Right, because I'm always using those at the end. What if I used 1, 2? Ooh, this is good. You like that? Good deal. I'm glad you like that. All right, let's get this one pulled off. I will have swaps to share with you sometime too. Oh, my watch tells me they think it's time for me to stand. But that's all right. I will stand soon. Yes, mystery stamping tonight is a little long because we're doing 4 cards and it's our 100th celebration. My shopping spree entries has ended. I need to total those up and draw for a winner. And I will announce the winner on Thursday. I will probably not announce it. I will announce it during my live, but I might announce it on my Facebook and Instagram before then. So that will be fun. I'm going to go this way. I don't know why I like the bright color to start at the top. So yeah, this is just a little bit, a smidgen longer. It's all about the smidgens. So I'm going to just try to get them lined up just right. That did not work. Children, do not try this at home. Trying to get it lined up. There we go. It's just a little bit. I don't even think I'm going to worry about it. Okay. So there's that. And we need a tag. Unless yours is light color, then you could stamp right here. I might use a square. You might use a square that doesn't have a, well, actually we might use that. It's got a little, there we go. It had a little Post-it note tape adhesive stuff to it. All right, now we need a saying. Let's see, we have Sunshine Vibes is the stamp set that goes with this. And I don't know if Sending Good Vibes will fit in there, but it looks like it would. We're going to actually jazz it up even more. Since it's the grand finale card, we're going to do some extra stamping on it. All right. Sending Good Vibes, we're going to do in Secret C. Sun, we're going to do in Darling Duckling. This will work. Ah! All right, now I just need to decide if I want full strength Darling Duckling or stamped off Darling Duckling. Let me grab Darling Duckling. All right. That's a lot. I think I like stamped off. We'll do stamped off. Okay. Well, you got to play sometimes. So this is our surface. We're going for it. All right, we're going to still need my card right now. I'm setting that aside. So this is, you know me, I have to get artsy fartsy on one of them. So that, and then we're moving over to the tag. I'm going to do this. Okay. We'll do this. And then we'll stamp it off. Do second generation, meaning it's already gone past one. All right. So there's my sun. And now we're going to do Sending Good Vibes in Secret C. I have to find that under all things I've stuck to it. And Sending Good Vibes. There we go. The little sunshine behind it. And then my card. We'll overlap it a little. There is card number 4. And I think I'm going to use those. So these are some new ones that are coming out tomorrow that you can order tomorrow. And I think Sending Good Vibes, we will put on some little white flowers. This is almost not white, but it's good. It'll be fine. Make a little. I'll go. We'll just keep going for a second here. And another little one right here on the edge. There we go. There is card number 4. So let me show all of them to you. And this is mystery stamping number 100, featuring 4 cards, because it's that much fun to take one sheet of paper and be able to make 4 cards out of it. Really quick and easy. And let me get my other cards out. I add some more bling now that I have all kinds of bling out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is it going to work? I don't know how it's going to work better. Kind of like that. Now you could always change your card base colors. We could have done 2 with the cloud cover, and then flipped the frame colors. We could do that or whatever. But those are our cards for today. And mystery stamping number 100. Go to craftwithcheryl.com to register for the mystery craft box. It's basically a class in a box all around the tractor and company. Or go to craftwithcheryl.com to sign up for the virtual Stamping Cross Country retreat. That is the weekend of October 24th and 25th. And if you can't make it, that's fine. Everything is recorded except for the craft and chat. And besides that, I will be back on Thursday with a class from a stamp set in the new September-December mini catalog that goes live tomorrow. And I might be live tomorrow also. So there you have it for cards. Have a great night and thanks for watching. Bye.